Being health advocates, look, I'd love to come live to you tonight to talk about a Facebook post I did today, and that's whether you need to go a gluten-free lifestyle or not. Now look, we have had a wonderful trial published recently in the BMJ, wonderful in the fact that it looked over the last 28 years at cohorts of people who lived a gluten-free life and those who didn't. And then it basically said, if you didn't have celiacs, you don't need to go gluten-free. Now I'm here to pose one big problem with that, guys. The difference is you can have celiacs where you've got a gene, or you can have gluten sensitivity, and these are two different things. So let's just look at those different things. Gliadin is the protein in gluten, and what gliadin does to each and every one of us, it changes our intestinal permeability and it changes our gut microbiome. Now if I'm a healthy person and I don't have the celiac genes, I won't then get the gene progressing into the disease itself. Now once I've got celiac, I'm always a celiac, and that means the rest of my life I need gluten-free. However, what if I have celiac gluten sensitivity and that presents with other symptoms? And what would they be? Migraines, irritable bowel, a stomach upset, flatulence, or just feeling fatigued. Fatigue would have to be the major one. So what do I need to do? We could do a poor man's option and just try a gluten-free or grain-free diet. We could do that for about 2 months. If you feel phenomenally better, meaning you get uplift from fatigue and all those symptoms dropped, you pretty much will can guarantee gluten's best to be away from your life. However, it's not for never and a day. What the new research says, and this is by Fasano, and it's wonderful, it basically says this gluten sensitivity is innate. You're born with it. But it also says it's not auto-perpetuating, meaning you heal from it. So if you find you feel great on a grain-free diet without gliadins, which are in gluten-based products, then do it for several months and then re-challenge it so you can agree with you. Okay, how can we help? The first thing is, let's look at those food groups. I'm just going to say, let's just do gluten. There's a great LCAP testing out there which does 200 food groups. That's the gold standard. Let's do it. We can do the test. We can then remove all the food groups that are causing some gut impermeability issues and nutrient deficiencies, and then we can bring you back with a diet rotation. The next thing is, what are your nutrient deficiencies? People forget when you change your gut microbiome, you also lose absorption of a lot of minerals and nutrients. So let's just check them. We've got great devices in store. I'm going to say to you, I went grain-free for about 2 months and I felt fantastic. And now I bring in certain grain products when I can have them as an enjoyable time in my life. But I'm going to say, happy evening. I've got my gluten-free donut from Nodo. Thanks guys. Good night.